Castro's men had gone into the mountains. Circling Batista's Havana, they were waiting for the right moment to move in for the final push, to free Cuba from the American criminals. The hope of the people was rallying around Fidel, his moment soon fast approaching. With the sun now set, and darkness settled on the streets of Havana, a curfew had been put in effect. The mobsters planned their departure under darkness, taking what they could and moving out quickly. The Malones would soon be gone too, as Victor led the charge from the beginning. Batista assured us our interests will be safe. Trust me, fellas. We just need to extinguish him. I hear the US government is looking at a few options along those lines. Nellie Carver, the eldest and richest of the criminals, had laid down his thoughts on the matter not that long ago. The thorn in the side of organized crime in Cuba was obvious. Fidel Castro. Victor had tried to warn the other casino owners. He had called it. Although a terrible husband, he was a brilliant businessman and crime boss. Look, Fidel is not an outlier. The man's a lawyer. He's no fool. He's got some serious backing too. Che, he's a physician. These men aren't young punk activists anymore. They should be taken seriously. He may be trying to grab the presidency. I think, gentlemen, we need to be prepared for the worst. My club was half full last night because of the unrest. Victor was packing and replaying the fool's folly over in his mind. He had been right. He called down the stairs to Marta. We've got to hurry. We're taking the jewels and the cash, and that's it. Do you understand? I don't have time to argue over those ridiculous paintings. Marta heard him, but had not spoken since his henchman took her from my grasp. She was packed. Her Hector Wallace record and paintbrushes were all she took. Still in her black and white outfit, Marta sat by the door atop her suitcase when I arrived. The front windows of the club had been smashed in, the place ransacked. The palms outside the entrance were untouched, and the outdoor lighting still shined on their green, feathery fronds. A few low voices were all that could be heard. Nothing like the crowds that came to the square that afternoon. It was 1 a.m. When I arrived, I could see Marta through the broken windows. She lit a cigarette. Squinting out into the darkness, she saw me. Marta, I'll be down in a minute. Get Bobby out of that car and up to me. I need him to help me carry the safe. Marta quickly yelled back an answer, hoping to stop Victor from coming downstairs. Marta ran through the doors with a half smile, looking back toward the hotel in fear. What are you doing here? She whispered. He'll kill you. Not unless I kill him first. Full of relief to be near her, I pulled Marta close, kissing her. I looked toward the car where Bobby was seated in the driver's seat. He had been watching us the entire time, and yet he didn't move. Bobby tipped his hat and got out of the car. Shit. I looked at Marta, who saw Bobby too. Look, I have to confront Victor. It's the only way. Hector, no, Marta pleaded as I moved toward the door, but Bobby stopped me. There is another way, Bobby said, looking over at Marta and then back to me. Bobby continued. You love Miss Marta? Bobby asked. Not sure what was happening. I nodded and grabbed hold of Marta's hand and kissed it. He treat you all right, Mrs. Malone? Bobby asked Marta. She ran over and hugged Bobby. Can you help us? You two get in the car. I'll take care of the rest. Wait, what are you going to do? Bobby, don't hurt Mr. Malone. I looked at her with confusion. What the hell are you saying, Marta? Does everyone always have to die? She whispered emphatically. It was too late. A struggle, a gunshot. Then Bobby emerged with the safe. He went back in and poured gasoline everywhere. He turned to look at Marta. She nodded. Bobby threw the match, and the Formosa Club went up in flames, slow at first, then exploded into a fiery inferno. Marta wept. She watched as her whole life burned. Her husband, her paintings, their livelihood was now just orange flames and smoke. Bobby got into the driver's seat. Marta was barely able to walk, shaking and sobbing. I took hold of her and led the staggering woman to the car. We drove toward the boat docks in silence. Only Marta's sobs could be heard. I reached over to hold her hand, and she collapsed into my chest. It's over, love. You're safe now.